I'm actually almost on time tonight. Like I missed it by 7 minutes. I'll get it one day. Like when I say I start at 8, it's probably 8:30 or some shit like that. It's Anthony's fault.
That's fucking. Look, see, you talk about
Anthony's
picking fights
fault.
with people and shit. It's like they're always picking fights. So I'm just sitting here all minding my own business. My wife's coming in, the doorbell's going off. Sounds like I'm giving away free prizes and shit over here. And then Preston's fucking with me,
Anthony talking about how to fuck a crawfish. He's like, this is how you guys fuck crawfish.
Exactly.
Suck that head.
You gotta get that meat in your hands, boy. You gotta suck that head, get that meat in your hands.
You gotta pitch a little tail.
You gotta stroke that shell, baby. Get him.
That's right. That's right. Get those antennas all perkied up.
Oh shit, man.
Max probably doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about. He's over in England. They don't eat crawfish in England. Do you guys eat crawfish in England? No?
They don't have crawfish in England?
No, none that I know of.
Do you know what a crawfish is?
It's like a giant.
It's like a mini. It's a small. It's a little brother to a lobster. They look exactly the same. He's just like a little bitty brother.
You guys probably call it bait. Yeah,
maybe.
Nah, not that. Not that. I call sushi bait now. That's bait.
Oh, dude, I love sushi. Used to
that's
anyway.
Bait.
Until
that's bait.
Started catching tapeworms and shit from.
I use the little tree.
Like, I'll pass on that.
Anole lizards. I use those as bait.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When I'm in Florida.
Love those lizards.
If you can, they're hard to catch alive, but not impossible. If you can catch them alive, it's better because they scrim around in the water.
I know, right? The fucking fish just come right out the water and grab them. Yeah. We used to throw them on top of the water when we were kids. We had this one weird fuck in the neighborhood that used to hang him from his ears. Like, dude, Jesus
Max is definitely like, what the fuck does this have to do with my book? I don't understand that we've been talking about my stuff. Wait a minute, hold on.
Also, I want people to know, Max.
What?
Max also has a YouTube presence where he teaches you how to paint.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Preston, you should watch it sometime.
Yeah,
I have. Yeah, I've watched it a few times.
You should watch it some more and get some lessons.
Always making enemies out there.
That hack shit you're doing over there, right? Oh fuck!
Let's get to the meat at hand. If you
the real meat,
the real meat of the situation, and that would be Rokan. Yes. I didn't know you guys were working on a book at first, to be honest. Like until
that's the first time I heard his name in a southern accent. That sounds cool.
Rokan.
That's not southern. Rokan. Rokan. Actually, let Anthony say it. Anthony's got a thicker southern.
What you got? What is it? Because when you look at it, it looks like it's Rokan, but you're saying it's Rokan.
You see how he makes it sound sexy? Like he's like Rokan.
Now you can say Rokan. There's Rokan, and then there's Rokan.
What about Rokan?
You know what I mean? That's that old Rokan over there. What's happening, Rokan?
That's his brother. We don't talk about Rokan.
Is it related to Joe Rokan? No, I'm kidding.
Damn, dog. You just make that one. You just It was good. It was good, Preston. I was giving you a hard time because I wish I'd have thought of that one first. That's the truth. That's the real truth.
Sure. The when I first seen his stuff, like I never seen any of this. Like I don't even think you posted any. Maybe that was one of the things that you posted on your Instagram. I know,
that might have been the first one.
Yeah, what I seen was from this on down. That was when I seen your stuff. I was like, God damn, dude. I was like, look at that Batman. I was like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, man. I think I hadn't been on very long before you came on. I've had like a kind of an on-off time with art, really.
Really?
Yeah. Like I was always like good, decent with it, and then when I was in my early 20s, I was trying to be a graphic designer for about 7 years, which was shit. Like I learned some decent computer skills, but
Hello,
man.
boys. Look at this guy.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I had to address that.
So good, man. Yeah, but I didn't really get onto the onto doing it, like especially for. I tell you, when I started doing it, trying to get decent for serious, was when the whole Comicsgate shit started in the first place, and I remember your original Doc Salem campaign when it first started up, when EVS was doing his original shit.
Yeah,
I knew I recognized it when you got in touch with me.
yeah. No, I was looking at some of this stuff. I was like, God damn, dude, this is good. This is stuff that Heavy Metal used to publish before they became.
Yeah, man. That's all there was.
Yeah.
That's all that's fucking available in England in the 80s. It's 2000 AD, Heavy Metal, and
exactly
Slain.
Yeah, Slain, definitely. I got all the Slain stuff behind me. Like, I noticed Slain went through. They tried to do a whole book where it was all digital. Yeah, the artist did it digital, and this was early digital, so it's not really that fantastic. You know,
it's just the hardback books.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
it was the hardback. Yeah, I got it because I was like, "Fuck it, Slain," and it's not bad. So I was like, I gave it a shot, but it's hard to get through.
I forget the guy's name now that did that, but he does
somebody.
Yeah, I think he actually just draws now. I think he's moved on from that early digital stuff, but he just go on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, that original, but I remember looking at it at the time. I think I bought it in about 2000, but I think it was a fair bit earlier than that it came out, wasn't it? But it's just, it looked like a lot of heads just sort of superimposed over art. You can kind of tell it's not that great.
It looked like he drew a lot of it, but he was using textures, like actual skin and stuff like that, and put it in, and it was like primitive digital, you know?
I think a lot of artists sort of experimented with the early digital stuff back then, didn't they? And, it's because it was so new at the time, seemed great, but then looking back on it, it's a bit rough around the edges.
Well, when digital first came out, I was all on board. I was like, fuck yeah, let me do it. Everybody else is doing it. I got to learn to do it. Yeah. And then I did it. I was like, I don't like doing this anymore.
What turned you off about it?
Two things. One, I had to prove to myself that I could digital paint. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure that out. And what I did was I used a lot of my airbrush techniques, like my traditional airbrush techniques, to go ahead and paint, you know, in the computer. But after putting 60 hours on a digital painting and I had nothing to show for it except for a digital file, I was like, I can't do this. Dude.
Oh, are you like zooming right in and overworking it?
Oh fuck,
that's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. So if you go down to the bottom, there's
oh, this one,
the BioShock. That's it's so that like the original version is massive. I sketched it all out, but all the colors digital, and I did that a while ago, but that took me fucking ages. But like when you look at it like that, you don't see half the shit that I was doing because I was zooming right in. As soon as you give you
I understand exactly what you're saying. Let me pull something up real quick and show you what I'm talking about, because that was exactly what I went through for with digital. And I was like, God damn it, dude. Yeah. And then after doing it, I was so proud of myself. I was like, fuck, I did it. Yeah. I was like, but what did I do?
It's a weird one, digital art, isn't it? I was all in for a while, and then I think do you know what it was? Because I'm a lazy bastard, and I think it was I wanted to paint. I wanted to be able to paint, and I thought if I do go the digital route, maybe I'll be able to sort of circumnavigate a few hardships. Yeah, and you sort of can, but it's still. I mean, nothing against digital paint. There's some digital painters that are fucking brilliant, but it's just not for me. That I think the aesthetic of I've just always liked the old school way of doing it. You know?
I was part of a digital art site. You know, and they would post all their stuff, and they'd be so proud of how many hours they put in. And I was like, Yeah, but I mean, like it wasn't less than 60 hours. Like some of these dudes are like 80 hours, like fucking shit like that. And I'm like, dude, that's like a whole chunk of your life just put into something that you can't touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you can copy it over and over. It's something a bit empty about that feeling, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's not like having just the one original.
No, it's not. Like, Anthony, did you ever mess around with digital, or were you?
No, not really. I mean, my take on digital is simple. If you're doing production shit, like if you're doing books, if you're doing pages, you're doing shit like this, you do digital. If you do anything else, you do traditional covers, commissions, anything like this stuff you do at conventions. It's all that should always be traditional, because that's the whole experience of what you're selling. But when you get into production line stuff, if you have to do the pencil and the ink and the color and stuff, you really need to get through digital. But that's just my opinion.
Well,
yeah, no, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no, I see the point when it comes to that, but it was like fucking I can't even find this. I probably fucking deleted it. Like,
no, it's all good for promote. It's good to do digital shit if you're doing promotion pieces and stuff where you already have the piece and you're piecing together something to do promotional stuff with, putting logos on, doing small edits and stuff like this. But not, I still don't think you can. Again, the idea, I just went over this with my kids. So my kid's on the PlayStation Network, right? So he gets banned for some shit, and now he loses access to all these games he bought. So I get on the phone with him, and I'm talking to him, and it's the same concept. And so I'm like, so what happened? Well, his account, I say, okay, so what about the games he paid for? Well, he doesn't have access to that. I said, so what you're telling me is you really don't sell games. You just rent them. And he's like,
exactly.
No. Yeah. He's like, no, you buy them. I'm like, well, no, because he doesn't own them. Because what you're saying right now is he purchased those. That's his game, but you won't let him have it. I said, well, then he never owned it then. Then basically what you're saying is he rented. Exactly. So this digital shit becomes this, you're really just renting an image that, again, if all computers and all this shit goes out tomorrow, you ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Maybe
you can't even back it up.
Maybe you have a copy of something somewhere else. But again, it's, I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. People, whatever works for you. If you're doing digital painting and it's working for you and you making it, man, continue to fucking do it, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like there's digital work that I really like. It's just not for me as far as
I hear you.
Creating it. Yeah,
I'm with you. Today.
No, I spent about 50 or 60 hours on it. This isn't, you wouldn't believe, dude. You see that gamer's eye right there?
You can see that
eye had to be perfect.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. It's all smoothed out. It looks like really, really well done. Do you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't worth it. Like it wasn't worth it to do any of this, And I was like, and I was doing it for a company. So, and I got to be honest. Like when I used to work for people, it was me training. You know what I'm saying? Because I even told them, I was like, dude, I'm actually just training on the clock. Like I'm using you motherfuckers to train.
Right.
And I mean, they didn't mind because they were getting something out of it. It was cheaper than sending me to school to learn how to do all this shit.
Yeah, it's a good way of looking at it as well.
Yeah. But
Max, are you a jack of all trades like Preston is? You can basically do almost every art style in terms of coloring.
This is Max's work right here.
Well, yeah, I do all my own stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't say I was at Preston's level quite yet. Right. I'm still fucking still picking shit up. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, we're all doing that. I'm just, but I'm looking at
it. Takes a long time of being a fuck off to reach Preston's level. So
you definitely have to be a fucking loser to get to this.
I know. You can't be lower than me, bro. You gotta be more.
You're doing good, dude. Look at that. I mean, I'm almost wondering if this is mixed media. You know what I'm saying? If you're using some color pencils in there, or you're using some oil pastels with it, or something like that.
I think there was some white pencil in there. That's about it. The rest of it was acrylic.
Yeah, but I really dig this. Like this reminds me of like Richard Corbin, Simon Bisley, shit like that from early heavy metal.
We all love the biz, don't we?
We all love the biz.
Yeah.
Some people love him physically. No, I'm kidding. Anthony.
Hey, man, that's a secret. Keep that between us now. Come on.
But yeah, man, like growing up for me, like with comics and that, it was like it was quite difficult to get hold of Marvel and DC stuff. Like this was the stuff that you used to get in the shop. So if someone came into school with the Spider-Man comic, you were like, "Fucking hell, let's have a look." So that American style, I didn't really get familiar with it until I was like in my mid to late teens, really.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This is part. Like the American style is what is that? Like not Bisley. Like Kirby. You know.
Yeah.
Burns. People like that, and John Byrne and Jack Kirby were fucking phenomenal. To be honest, I like John Byrne's style before I like Jack Kirby because I think I had to get old enough to actually appreciate Jack Kirby's style.
No, I've heard a lot of people say that, Preston. Before.
Yeah, because you don't realize
Russ Leach was just making this point, bro.
Yeah, because at first you're like, that style really doesn't jump out at me, but then you realize like it's not his style that you're supposed to appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's his technique. You know, like how he plans his panels out, how he foreshortens, you know, actions and stuff like that. Like when a character comes out at you, he's actually coming out at you, you know, because he's got, and like as I got older and Image sprung up, like Image are fucking Kirbyites. You know, like they fucking worship at the altar of Kirby, and you can see it in all of their stuff. Like because it's not their style, it's their technique. That they're all using Jack Kirby's technique, especially Rob Liefeld and Todd McFarlane. You know, yeah, but you know, I know what you're saying because I mean, if you look at the comics back then before the British invasion, like it was becoming stagnant.
Kind of feel the same line.
What's that? I think Ben froze up on us. Oh, there he is. Okay.
What'd you say, Ben?
I think he froze up again.
Kind of in that.
Ben, you're doing a robot thing right now, buddy.
I was just saying that Jim Lee reminds me a lot of Jack Kirby too, and
a little bit, but I don't think he goes to the extremes of all the other Image artists. Like I was never a Jim Lee fan because I was just
saying Jim Lee reminds me a lot of.
I don't know what you said, but
order in the court.
Exactly. No, the like Jim Lee's style never really. I always thought his style was kind of boring, to be quite honest. I thought he was too precise with his figures, and he never left room for like style. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. My preference is stylized stuff. I think I probably came at it from the wrong angle. And
did you follow this guy here? Zaid Comics brought it up earlier. The Ralph Bakshi from Wizard.
No,
you never.
Oh no, he's talking about the Wizard, the movie Wizards.
I know Wizards. Yeah,
well, the art style, yeah.
That and what was it? That and there was Fire and Ice. Where it was basically they tried to animate the Frank Frazetta style. Yeah, man, I fucking love that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I'm sure there was one other as well. There was like a rotoscope Lord of the Rings as well. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, he did.
I do. I like.
He did The Hobbit. Too. Ralph did The Hobbit.
That was
the music from The Hobbit. Especially when the goblins come, I was like, dude.
I remember all that. It was
metalize that.
all that shit was probably more of an influence than actual comics. And then, so when I started like trying to sort of do my, you know, whatever my style of comic books was going to be, it was. I always liked the stylized stuff more than the sort of the Jim Lee that. I'll probably agree with you there on the fact that I think that you think Jim Lee's has a little bit of a dull style. I think I like to see art put through someone's personal filter, as opposed to just trying to look like exactly like life. Like you get some artists that can totally recreate what the eye can see, and that's like it's impressive, but it's not something that I really want to see in a fantasy book. Do you know what I mean, or a comic book?
I like the old school dark, deep colors. The depth, the over exaggerative wand in that dude's hand, the wooden staff rather. I actually showed Heather before I came on. I was like, "Yo, I gotta come on," because I wanted to see the stream, and I showed her like the turtle piece, and the 2 pages that you have on your IGG. Those are the 3 best pieces that she liked. The
nice
first 2 and the one with the turtle.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if the turtle's in the book. We just made.
Yeah, that's the first page.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Reminds me of of it, in a novel, because Stephen King says that he has the thing in there where the world's built on top of a turtle.
That's it. Is the turtle the opposite of it?
Yeah, it's crazy. We're going to get to the book in a minute, but there's not a lot.
Nah, it's so good, man. You gotta chew the fat about this shit, ain't you? It's not often I meet someone that has the same sort of.
Well, no, I was just thinking like another artist that this reminds me of, except like when I was introduced to his work, I was blown away. Right? You remember a book called Cybernary? Like it wasn't a series until it was a backup.
It was a backup in Jim Lee's Death Blow.
Exactly. And it was drawn by Nick Mandibat, right?
Yeah.
I lost interest once, like Nick died shortly after that series finished running within, like, as a backup story. He was actually dying of cancer the whole time while he was doing that series. But it was so dark and so metal. It was nothing anybody was doing at Image or anywhere else except for Heavy Metal Magazine at that point, And but yeah, I mean, once he died and they gave Cybernary over to another artist, I had no interest in it. I was like, it just wasn't worth it anymore.
Yeah, it depends how the creative team work together, doesn't it? Like on how much the art actually affects the story being told. I remember reading the first time I read Watchmen, and not initially being keen on the art, and then after a while, like just realizing how like I was wrong, man. Like the artwork actually.
Oh, the art is good.
Yeah, the artwork's fucking great. I was like, it was a long time ago, and it was I was uncultured in comic books at the time. It was an early, it was an early time for me to get into that book specifically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
well, it was the same thing with me with God's Hand. Like I was like, that kind of hard.
Yeah.
and then he got close to it, and he was like, "Holy shit!" He got scared, and he was like, "Hold on, man, fuck."
Sometimes shit just blows your mind thoroughly. You think
exactly until you really look at it, and then you get scared. Fuck.
Yeah.
I get it. It's the power. It's the power of tracing. It's exactly what it is.
But no. So anyway, getting into all right. So that's like, I think your strength in art is more in layout and textures, like the way you go ahead and do the creepy monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think you're still learning. I think you're still learning anatomy. It looks like it anyway. Like as far as
I am,
and stuff like that. But that's something that comes. Like this is the hard part right here to get the style going.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But so here's a page from the book. Rokan. Who wants to explain the book?
Ben should probably explain the book because he wrote it.
Ben?
Depends on how that microphone starts working.
So basically.
All right, Max.
Can you hear me now? I switched the headset. This one.
No, are you on Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's a little better, man.
Are you?
So basically,
that's good.
No, I'm plugged.
This is going to be a long show.
So basically, the idea of Rokan is to combine what you can't.
It's definitely in your spot.
The idea is to
right.
combine like superhero comic aesthetic with like
Every time
heavy metal aesthetic.
Okay. All right.
You want me to play the video? Like I can play the video because it sounds like you're having some real issues with
What's going on?
with your
you're cutting in and out, Ben. You might want to log out and log back in, bro.
Yeah. Just bounce and come back.
Oh wait, can y'all hear that? I don't think anybody can hear it.
No.
Yeah, I fucked up.
This is A+ quality content.
Doing
right
that boomer, baby, the boomer.
I just realized I forgot to hit the share audio button when I there we go. Okay.
In collaboration with Tier 1 Comics, an all-new creative team brings the epic fantasy adventure of Rokan to life, combining high fantasy and heavy metal artistic styles and sensibilities with the action-packed, fun world of superhero comic books. Rokan is part fantasy, part superhero, and all metal.
Who came up with the logo? Like,
it was sort of a collaboration, really.
yeah, because
What the Rokan or the symbol?
Mm-hmm. I dig that. I'm wondering how you guys are going to use that logo on a cover. Like, it's because it's definitely like it's cool, but like you kind of have to either design around the blood splatter or like merge the two images, you know, like cut out the sword around a blood splatter or something like that to go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'll so it originally just came from when I drew the initial character sketch for Ben. I just scribbled Rokan at the top, and he liked the way I'd done it. So we just there's an element of the story that sort of fits with the way that it's written because it looks like it's been carved into the page. So yeah. I added the blood spatter, but it's a little bit of a nod to the 300 titles, although it's not as chunky. But I'll when I come to put it on the cover, I'll play with it. I'll sort it for sure. I need to move it into Illustrator and rasterize it. You
don't part with your pages, do you? Like I'm noticing on a campaign like this.
What do you mean, part with them?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Part? What I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like
there's different ways to do it with the logo.
This is the greatest thing ever.
I keep stopping because you're talking about something else. I don't know if you want me to keep going or if you want.
Yeah, no. Go ahead. I thought you.
Keep going. I thought you were cutting out, Ben. So
I was trying to. Yeah, because the reason I keep stopping is because someone else starts talking. So the reason I was just gonna say with the title, there's different ways we could play with it because I've seen like other titles where they have it cover in front of the cover image. Or it could be like as a layer between the foreground and the background of the cover image, depending. We could do it with or without the blood spatter, because if the blood spatter is going to be covering up someone's face and then kind of ruining the effect of the cover image, then obviously we'll take the blood spatter out. But if it's over more of a uniform background, then leave the blood spatter on. That's kind of what we've been thinking. It depends on the issue.
Yeah.
So it'll be like dynamic
I get it.
and different.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to look bad. I like the way it looks here. Like that looks pretty badass.
Yeah, it does.
Too. The what I was asking, like I noticed there's no perks on here where you're actually giving doing a page perk, like an original art perk, where like $300 for a page or something like that. Or
I'm up for doing that. That's not a problem.
Yeah, because
people can have the page.
Yeah, that's something we've talked about a little bit. But first, we got to figure out which pages we want to keep and which ones we're going to sell. There's a couple of those that I don't want to part with, especially the one in the desert with the two of them there. I definitely keeping that.
Yeah, you can.
That's a good.
And
one.
I know Max had a hard time. I don't know if you want to tell the story of how you made the turtle one. So I imagine you want to keep that after all the headache. That was for you.
I had to do it twice.
Really?
Yeah, because I got 3/4 of the way through another one, and I spilt a cup of coffee on it, a full cup of coffee, and there was just like everything that could have gone wrong that day went wrong. Like it spilt over, and then a bunch of, because a load of shit fell on it, all my pencils fell on it, and then it went like all soggy. So when I pulled it up, all the pencils went through it.
Oh, really? Holy shit.
Yeah. It was fucking.
See, like that's what I was telling you. Coat your paper with that.
Mate, it was a nightmare, and the first one as well, because I wanted to get the first page. I wanted it to hit you, man. I wanted just to spend a little bit more time on that first one than the rest of them, because
I just realized those bubbles aren't bubbles. That's ants crawling all over the turtle.
Yeah,
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's why it took so fucking long.
Do you do acid? Are you on acid right now, or?
I have been known to.
He's got the residuals, bro. He's got the ridsies, baby.
My online name is Max Headshroom. Do you know what I mean?
He's got the residuals.
Isn't that legal where you're at, though? I don't know about shrooms, but it's totally
it is
illegal. Really?
It's illegal.
Oh, illegal. Okay, because
it's illegal here too to eat shitty mushrooms. I didn't take that.
No. Well,
thank you,
isn't it? I was watching something. Isn't it illegal? Not for mushrooms. I think the mushroom thing went illegal because they had somebody who slaughtered a fucking dog or something like that while high on mushrooms. But they have
on the mushrooms.
Fucking what is it called? It's those little like balls, those psychedelic balls they sell or something like that.
There's fuck all legal over here. I tell you, they dropped weed down to a class B or class C, and then they raised it back up again. That's the closest we've got to anything being.
Where are you at, Max? Where are you at?
England.
Okay.
In the Midlands.
No, bang
in the middle.
That's cool. Yeah, that turtle piece looks.
I'm from where Ozzy Osbourne's from.
Then there's definitely drugs up there.
You do the same drugs as that.
Yeah, I didn't do the drugs that he fucking did. I'd be dead.
You eat a fucking bat.
A psychedelic bat. Yeah. In fact, didn't you say that you paint on sheets of acid?
Just sucking his elbows in and shit.
Hey man, who's seen Mandy the film?
I hadn't seen it. Which one are you talking about with Nick Cage?
What is it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it, man.
Which one?
That film?
It's called Mandy.
No, I never seen that one.
Watch it.
Is it recent or is it kind of old?
You want us to watch it now?
It's about a year old. Maybe 2 years old.
Give me the premise real quick. What is it again?
It's just a revenge flick, but
right.
It's done in the directors made it look the whole film look like a rock album. It's really arty.
The enchanted lives of a couple in a secluded forest are brutally shattered by a nightmarish hippie cult and their demon biker henchmen, propelling a man into spiraling surreal rampage of vengeance.
You had me on Demon Biker Henchman.
Yeah, man. Like, just for the visuals in that film are fucking crazy.
It's Nicolas Cage. Oh, it's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
And it's Nicolas Cage being the most Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They kind of let him just chew up the scenery and shit. They let him loose is what they did.
If you're into your metal, you should watch that. You'll love it.
Nice.
I'm
never heard of it.
Definitely going to check that out.
Never
I've been checking out a lot of Shudder shit, dude. Like I just got a Shudder account, and I was like, "Fucking Shudder shit's awesome, dude."
Is that the channel?
What the fuck is Shudder?
Yeah, Shudder. Yeah, it's like Netflix, except all horror.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Somebody was talking about that the other day. They promoted it.
Probably Brian. Brian.
No, it's weird. No, it's like it's nothing to do with us. It's like I just randomly was listening to someone. I don't know if it was. Oh, you know who it was? I think it was Mr. H. I think Mr. H was talking about it, and he was talking about a show, a movie he must have watched off of there, and he was like, "Dude, it was real good." Yeah, yeah. And he was. I think he was talking about it because he was reviewing something because he gets down with all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Check it out, dude. That they have some creepy fucking like the Shudder originals are fucking awesome too, dude. They have some shit like Ghostbusters, except they fucking smoke a lot of weed. Yeah, it's badass. Like you got to check it out. Like those Shudder originals are shit.
Yeah. Did you watch a lot of films, Preston?
I don't have time. Like I wish I did. Like
fuck me again, too, God damn, bro.
No,
dude, like what you do? You know when you're painting and that, do you not stick stuff on?
No, I can't. No, not in visual.
Yeah, it's weird. Me neither.
Take me. Yeah, like I still want to watch the Snyder cut, but I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I watched it last night.
Yeah, but it's like
I heard it was good, dude.
No, I heard it was good too. It's just that like I just can't.
I heard he's a cunt. I heard he's a cunt.
He may be a cunt, but he apparently can make a fucking movie too. So you know, I mean, I
get to watch TV about a couple hours at night, you know, while I'm trying to relax and get to bed. And that's it, dude. And but no, I don't do a lot of TV anymore. Like I'm glad that I don't watch a lot of TV anymore because the reason why I can is because I can pay bills and buy shit.
Yeah. I always have something on, but it's something I would have watched like a million times before.
No, if you could fucking do that, more power to you. I really wish I could draw and watch movies at the same time.
Me too, but my eyes always tend to.
I'd be looking down and the picture would be all fucked up.
Do y'all do it in the silent? Do y'all do it in the silence?
Is it easier if it's something?
I like
then you don't have to
Jam.
pay so much attention to it.
I tried putting foreign movies.
I can listen to just about anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I can listen and kind of zone, because usually what it does is it just kind of blocks the world out, and it allows me to just kind of.
But you can't listen to porn.
I feel like
I'd have to go jerk off, so that's the problem. I would get no work done. You know what I'm saying? Like I would get no fucking work done. Yeah, exactly. I was like, all right. Wow, you know.
No, I can't do TV. Like I can't do music too much anymore.
And that's not the texture
either.
that you want on top of the canvas. So
I guess we
well, I mean, you'll never know.
Them little babies up in there. This painting is a painting of life. Literally, there's life in this painting, motherfucker.
You want to know why the paint glides so easily over the canvas?
Those are trade secrets. Those are trade secrets.
No, I don't listen to a lot of music anymore because it doesn't engage my mind enough, you know, and movies engage it too much. Like it draws my attention away from what I'm doing.
That's why you listen to soundtracks, bro, to movies. And you get
you know what I do? I do some weird shit, dude. Like I'll either listen to an audiobook.
Hold on, let me go. I'm going. I don't want to hear this. Go ahead.
I listen to an audiobook. And then sometimes I'll listen to an audiobook and put on music at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's no way. Sometimes I'll put on one.
I do that. I do
normal...
that too, for sure.
Really? Yeah. I mean, there's no lyrics in the music. It's all instrumentals. You know what I'm saying? And I got that playing on top of the audiobook. That way, it doesn't seem dry. You know, like you just have a reader just kind of talking to you. Like you have some action music going on. It kind of
gives texture to the story that you're listening to.
Exactly. Yeah. And then sometimes I just can't engage, dude. No matter what I do, I just can't get.
So I started doing that because
waste time.
I got some audiobooks that have a little bit of music, like buffer music between chapters. And I thought that was kind of cool. And then I thought, like, well, why don't we just keep the music going the whole time? You know?
Well, you know what? I checked out a book called Last Sons, you know, and it's a graphic audio book about Superman, Lobo, and the Martian Manhunter, right? And it's pretty badass because they got Lobo's a badass in there, dude. I'm a big Lobo fan. And yeah, like, but it's
obviously
they got a lot. It's like a theater, right? Except with no pictures. So it's like all music and action and shit like that. And they got multiple people doing multiple voices and shit like that. Yeah. And so yeah,
it sounds like a bad idea, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The Max audio what do you call it? Audio graphic novel. That
they
one
got
was
a Max
pretty cool.
audio graphic novel? Let me make a note of that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, they do. It was on cassette. Like they didn't on CD. Like you could only get it on cassette tape.
Oh God, that thing's gotta be ancient. You remember those cassette tapes, don't you, Anthony? Like way back in the day.
90 whatever. Whenever it came out.
Or VHSs.
You still got cassette.
Cassette. Fuck.
Cassette.
You need to do jazz hands when you're doing
How
that.
old are you? You don't know what a cassette is?
Who, me? Boy, I used to. Boy, let me tell you something.
You don't know about putting a pencil in it? You want it manual?
Boy, I know about putting paper in the corner so you can record over them motherfuckers. I know all about that. Son, I know about record players, son.
There you go.
I've been there at the
I know about.
vinyl.
Let me tell you something. I know about goddamn
8-track.
and chisel
We'll talk
and fucking
about 8-track.
Taking your stereo
on those goddamn
record off
fucking
the radio, and then
Hell,
you get commercials on your radio.
Exactly. Hell, I was recording soundtracks right off the movie. Had the dialogue and everything, and the son of a bitch. You know?
How big do you do these pages? Is this 11 by 17, or you do 18 by 19, or something?
You know the picture I did for you.
Yeah,
That size.
I haven't gotten it. Like I don't know what size.
Oh, A3.
What? Oh, A3. Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony, what's A3?
I have no idea.
I'm doing it right now. It is you said A3?
Yeah.
He doesn't know what cassettes are. He doesn't know what A3 is.
No, I
11.
was so poor, son. I couldn't even afford. I was so
It
poor. If I
is-
walked next to a fucking bank, the alarm would go off. That's how fucking poor. I was.
29.
We had to
29
remember
by
shit in our
42.
head.
Holy
Maybe-
shit! Inches? No way.
Millimeters.
Millimeters.
Okay, thank God.
Inches is a,
Fuck, dude, that's like a boost.
Oh, you should have just said that. I could have told you. Like,
I was-
A3. Yeah, that's
It's 11
Hold on 1 second.
it's 11 and 3/4
That's about-
and 16
Yeah,
and
there
a
you
half.
go. That's about right. That's what it is.
It's
Oh, okay.
basically 12 by 16 and a half.
Yeah. No, because I noticed when he was doing a preview on YouTube,
Damn, that's
the
big as
YouTube
shit.
video,
Yeah.
like when you zoomed in, like it really never lost a lot of detail. Like it
Mhm.
was pretty tight. You know, I dig that. And I like the way you do these planets. Like that shit is fucking
Yeah.
tight, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I nicked that from Frank Frazetta.
Yeah.
I just copied all these planets.
I do that all the time. Just copy shit. You know what I mean?
Still
It's fun,
shamelessly.
man. Yeah, absolutely. Don't ever tell anybody. Just be like, I'm losing this stuff. Just don't say anything. Just sign your name on it. Be like, it's good. No, it's mine.
I mean, it's in the same universe.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you
there
guys
you go.
haven't.
That's it. That's what he was making up short. It's yeah.
I'm surprised you guys haven't hit are still on like below $1,000.
It's got to be seen, man. That's all.
I think that's what it is. I think
It's always what it is, man.
I
You know
don't.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
Did
not
you
been
guys-
seen.
Did you guys run a pre-campaign to go ahead and get an email list built up? Or
Well, we've been
you know,
on
tease
one
it out?
day, dude.
No, I'm talking
no,
about.
you're talking about-
you
you're
do.
talking about- You're talking about a pre-campaign where you get something
Yeah,
like you
pre-campaign.
go, you do what you're doing right now before the campaign launches, and basically it's just
no.
you just basically you're just basically trying to get it in people's heads
Yeah.
ahead of time, so that when you do launch, it's all you're not having to bust your ass so hard right now because the clock is on right now. You before the clock starts, you bust your ass and you get people in. So when it's on, they already know, oh shit, that's right, that book launched. Let me go ahead and back it. You know what I'm saying?
It's there to go ahead and tease the fuck out of people, right?
You're already ready.
It's coming. We're going to drop it on this day.
Yeah, that would have been a
up
good
for the
idea.
email list.
We'll do that second one.
Yeah, well, hopefully you get a chance to, because that's what I'm trying to say is like that the whole purpose of doing that is to get as many eyes on it and tease people as much as possible.
Yeah,
that way they
can start
flock
working
to
on
your
that
book
tomorrow.
on the day of. Yeah, well, right now
list.
you can't do you can't get an email list right now because you already launched your campaign. What I would concentrate on is booking as many shows as possible.
100%.
Yeah, we were discussing that earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't.
You got to get in front of eyeballs.
Yeah,
like straight up. Like it doesn't matter. And Preston will tell you this. It really doesn't matter how good your project looks. If nobody sees it, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, man. And you
could have the greatest.
You could also have a project that is not as good looking as yours, but is in front of more people, will make more money than you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it really is. So
that makes sense.
Justice City Chronicles. How long did you guys tease that out before you actually? How long was your pre-campaign up before you actually?
We should have been out longer. It was out for a month and a half, and we should have been out 3 months.
Yeah, but within the first 2 days, you squashed your goal, right?
Right. But a lot of that had to do with work that I put in on God's hand. You know what I'm saying? Like that was part of it.
That's true.
Don't get me wrong; it's part of it. I would tell anybody you need to do a pre-launch. And if you can get 3 months ahead of yourself, get it out there. I know it seems like a long time, but you want to put it out. So it's in. You want to stay, and you ain't got to put it out every fucking day. You want to put it out a couple of times a week so that it stays on people's lists.
You want to tease people.
That's all. Yeah, that's all you want to do, man. So that it stays in their consciousness like that. And then what you do is you also offer up a little something. Look, everybody who signs up when we launch, everyone who signs up predates is going to get a print of this image right here,
or a trading card,
or something like that. So that there's an incentive to do that. So that when they do sign up and they do launch, anybody who backs, boom, they know they're getting a little bit of extra. They're getting a little bit of incentive to do that shit.
It's almost like dating advice for really bad girls.
Exactly. Who knows all about that? But he's right. He's right, because what you want to do when you decide to do a campaign, it's almost like you have to have a battle plan beforehand. All right, we're gonna do our pre-campaign. We're gonna gather up all these emails, right? Then we're gonna go ahead on the day of launch. We're going to pull a 24-hour stream where we're both going to go and eat everybody's streams to go ahead and get it out there as much as possible. And trust me, that shit helps, dude. Like, I mean, Anthony got like what your goal was $3,000, wasn't it?
It was 4. It was
4,000. Yeah, within a day they hit their goal. Yeah. And now he's up to, now people know what the book's about, so he's not really going that fast anymore.
Well, they figured out what I did. You know, they're like, they're going to buy battle chasers now. They're not buying just. So now I'm fucked. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, man. You know, so I don't know. That's what happened.
But they killed it, dude. They fucking completely destroyed it, you know? And I mean, Anthony and everybody else knows this. You have 2 goals. You have the goal to get it out the door goal, and then you have let's make some money so we can do another one goal. And that second goal usually doesn't come until it goes in demand, you know. So yeah, it looks like you guys have a let's get it out the door goal right here. And I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. Like doing a cold launch like this, it's gonna be rough.
You're gonna have to grind it. You gotta do a lot of. Let me tell you something. It's not impossible. I will tell you this. You will have to utilize the shit out of your social media, and you're gonna have to bug the fuck out of people. And it's uncomfortable as fucking shit to make phone calls to people and be God. Trust me, I did it, bro. You know what I mean? Like I go through my phone. I'm sending text messages out, and these motherfuckers ain't responding. So finally, after about 15 days, 3 weeks, I start calling motherfuckers. Hey, is this still John's phone? Yeah. Well, you ain't responded to my text messages in 3 weeks. I wasn't sure if you were getting them. And it, you know what I mean? And it's you'll get a lot of resentments. Don't get me wrong. But it, it's just part of it. I utilize a lot of Messenger. I used a lot of Facebook. I used a lot of Instagram. I put that. I went into Instagram. I was direct messaging motherfuckers in Instagram. I was like, hey, bro, did you see this? Did you see it? And if they say, look, bro, stop sending it to me, no problem, bro. Boom. I ain't going to send it to you no more. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like.
Most people won't do that, though. Like,
yeah, it's, so it's possible you're just going to have to grind it. And anything that I can do, or Preston, or anybody on here to get you on shows, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll turn you on to whoever.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. And you can trust that I definitely will be reaching out to you and asking you about places I could go. Appreciate it a lot.
As long as you fucking school me on fucking, tape players and cassettes, we good, bro. You know what I'm saying? You let me know what you know so I can come up. I'm still behind the times, bro. I'm still in the land of the fucking goddamn stones with the fucking Roman numerals. You bring me up to date, I'll hook you up.
Older than what I look,
I also, one other thing too, don't be afraid to ask for help when you
sounds
100%.
Like, I know this is your first campaign, and I'm not yelling at you, but you definitely should ask for help. Like ask people who already had campaigns going and stuff like that to go ahead and say successful campaigns.
Yeah.
Not just anybody. And just say, hey,
like yours.
How did you do it? Yeah. Well, I mean, it was successful enough, but and I helped you out as much as I can, but there's people who know more than I know. You know what I'm saying? And they have way more successful campaigns. Now, what you want to be aware of, because there's some people that's just going to be way out of your league, right? Like, you got people who have these big platforms, and they'll tell you, take 2 years to go build a platform. Well, that works for them. And they'll also tell you, not only take 2 years to go build a platform, but they also say you can run it any part of the year and it's not going to matter. Again, that works for them.
Yeah, if your platform's fucking massive, then it won't matter, will it?
Yeah, you can run it through an apocalypse, you know what I'm saying? And people still crowd to it and back it. But for people who don't have a huge platform or a huge social media presence, utilize other people's social media. You know what I'm saying? Other people's shows, and get them drawn to you. You know what I'm saying? And that helps a lot. Anthony doesn't have a huge. So do you have a social media presence besides Twitter and Facebook? I'm being serious.
Nah, not really. I mean, I busted my ass on fucking Instagram, bro, when I first got on, and I fucking busted my ass to get 1,000 organic, and this is fucking no buys, fucking organic, and it's weird. Yeah. This is what it equates to, roughly, right? So it equates to 10 fucking likes for every 100 fucking followers you get. So if you have 1,000, you will roughly get about 100 each fucking time, right? Getting live people who are constantly on there, constantly using it, that's the key. But that's fucking that. Good luck with that. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead. Here's
the bad. Instagram is a horrible platform.
It is.
Even if you had a few thousand followers on Instagram. And the reason is because you can't post links on Instagram.
That's a fucking bitch. Ads. That is a fucking bitch right there.
So you have to have a certain amount of followers before you can
but then that's the up swipe, and I've never been able to do that.
It's definitely fucking. But nobody's
going to go look for your link. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about ease. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy for them to dig out your link so that they can go back to your project.
Utilize everything. I post fucking videos on TikTok, bro. I post fucking, all you got to do some time elapse shit, right? Put a fucking camera up, have them fucking you paint a picture, some shit like this. Put it on there. You understand? Put as much fucking content as you can while you're producing the book. Put it on whatever fucking sites you can get.
Exactly.
You just don't fucking know. And you're trying to get that traffic. You're trying to get that shit out there, man.
And Facebook, not really a good platform either, because you got to pay to boost it. because
I don't
Facebook,
fucking pay shit for. He's right. He's right. And here's the other thing I stopped doing, Preston. Is I don't post in public groups anymore.
I don't.
Right?
I do that, but I don't really pay attention to Facebook anymore. Like
I don't.
unless
100%.
now, what worked for me was sending each person in my friends list a personal
100%.
message
100%.
saying, "Hey, I got a new campaign up."
100 fucking %.
But dude,
I'll
you
post in
gotta
those
put
groups, but they got to be private groups. Otherwise, it's like everybody's in there, and it's fucked up because if you ever look at them,
they'll get lost.
Groups, well, there's nothing. But that's the thing, though, Press. If you look through there and you go scroll through there, it's like there's nobody in there. This fucking room says it's got 5,000 members. No one's in there because
many of those members are in there doing the exact same thing.
but here's the fucking thing is that's fine, but ain't nobody giving nobody no love in there.
No,
you looking at these pictures and it's like two likes, 3 likes, and you're like, well, bro, it's supposed to be 5,000 motherfuckers in here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, what irritates me is I spend a lot of time with Facebook, like building up my following on my Arto page, and I got over 3,000 followers on there. The problem is that you can't see those followers and send each one of those followers a personal message. You see what I'm saying? Like all you can do is put a post up, boost it, and hopefully they see it, and they recognize that they do follow you on Facebook. That's why I don't put a lot of stock in Facebook. And as much as people say like Twitter's a cesspool, Twitter's probably the best platform to advertise on.
Yeah, me and Ben were having that conversation today. Really, it's just about utilizing the shithole that it is, and being able to navigate it without it pissing you off or getting sucked into something, isn't it?
Like I said,
that's why EVS has stayed on there for so long and he gets shit all the time.
Well, it's there for whatever you want it to be there for. If you go there for drama, you're going to get drama.
That's right.
And if you go there to go ahead and advertise and to show your stuff, like I had a buddy, and this isn't for Twitter, this was for Facebook, and this is before Facebook changed their algorithm. He had like I think 4,000 followers on Facebook, and he couldn't handle people criticizing him, so he deleted his account. And then he wondered why none of his Kickstarters were working after that.
It's right. It's really understanding, bro, that what we're doing right now, right? This whole crowdfunding thing, specifically Indiegogo, specifically, the CG aspect of it, it's a completely different animal than it has been in the past. And it's really helped me to see it this way, that essentially, you're not just sitting down and drawing a comic book and you're selling a comic book. It's bigger than that. Like you're out here mixing it up with the fans. They need to see you. They need to talk to you. They need to interact with you. It's a totally different experience than just, hey, here's my book, buy my book. You're also selling yourself as a creator. You're selling your passion for what you're doing. You're allowing these people to interact with you. And that's part of this experience, this whole new thing. That where we've married CG is really, really brought it in and has really at the forefront of mixing this digital platforming with crowdfunding. Like it really has. Now Polito was doing it, but the way that CG has taken it and turned it into this new thing, man, it's like that's really what it is. So it's utilizing these tools in a way to directly interact with these fans.
Yeah. And what I want to say is not all artists are extroverts, and they're not able to expressively build their brand in a funny and an attractive way. And it's not their fault. And it's just people like them, they got to shop themselves around on other streams as an artist, trying to sell a product more often. And then on top of that, you have to be a likable individual.
Look, listen, Jay, I hear you, bro. You don't have to put me out there like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get it,
well, you're the exception, bro.
You're right.
Out of nowhere and did like 50 G's.
I love Jay.
Well, you're right, but it's what those artists can learn to put themselves out there.
Yeah,
because
I think people are looking for genuineness. I mean, I don't think, you know what I mean. Whether you're eccentric and you can say cool, witty things and shit. I really think people at the end of the day, they look for your genuine self. And if you're a genuine person, bro, then not only will that read and come across, well, then the other creators will spot that and say, you know what? I'm gonna promote that guy because that dude's a good fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what to me with CG, at the real heart of CG is that fellowship. It is that. Yeah. That's what it is, man.
Well,
that's
camaraderie.
That's what makes it absolutely, and that's what makes it better than the mainstream. Straight
also, up. It's a fact that if they know you and they like you, they'll back you. Mm-hmm. You know, even if your work looks like a 2-year-old did it. You know?
Even if it looks like you traced it, they'll love you anyway.
Look at Don Salem live on IGG.
I like that.
We're trying to pass around a list of like good shows to get on and whatnot, and I finally got a hold of it. I forwarded it to you, Ben, but I'm looking at it going, there are other shows on here that kind of they're tangent to CG or whatnot. I'm asking a buddy who were those other guys, and I'll see what I can get and tell you them. But it's good for you, Max and Ben, both of you separately, together. I don't care. I was telling Ben earlier, jump into the chats on other shows and just start being friendly. Not jump in and say I got a book. Just jump in, start being friendly, so people know you're a human, and then 100%. The word gets around that you got a book.
Yeah.
Also, you can if you want to turn on a camera, they were saying something earlier, but I forget how they said it, but turn on a camera while you're working and just broadcast to YouTube, or do like a time lapse, and you can talk over the time lapse. I've seen that people do that. You can also clip some of your own video of you working and put it up for like up to 2 minutes 20 seconds, I think, on Twitter. Just little stuff like that. Think of little ways to reach out there like that.
Okay.
100%, bro. 100%. Hey, Blue, why? I mean, I would like to see that list as well. So if you want, hook me up over here, man.
We're trying to prostitute ourselves out here now.
Absolutely. Shit, me and Jay both. Fuck.
No, but everything they're saying, I hear you, Figaro.
I know I'm fucking with you. You know I'm fucking with you.
Everything they're saying though is what I saw, what I thought, what ran through my head when I saw your campaign was live, and I knew I'd never heard of you. I was like, oh crap, we got to get this guy on somehow.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was the big thing too. Like I was like, I don't think they
I can't wear these.
They teased this out enough, before
right.
And yeah, because I like I said, I want to see it succeed, but now it's go time now. There's no time for anything else.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
Who launched their campaign a day? It's Figaro. It was you. My bad.
What?
You launched your campaign and you went on like 9 or 10 streams in the first day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah, we decided to do we set some shit up so we could be on streams from like 7 in the morning.
There you go.
All the way until like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah. Who's vacuuming?
Okay, good. Shroom, you know what I'm talking about then. Head Shroom.
Yeah.
That's all, folks. Okay, there it is. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah,
So toss your YouTube. Toss his YouTube channel in the chat, please.
Easy. Listen to me too, Max. The easiest way, the fastest and easiest way to do this shit, bro, is take that shit right there, all right, and go bring it over to fucking to TikTok. Put it on fucking TikTok. It'll let you throw a fucking soundtrack on and all kind of. It's so fast and easy, dude. And all of a sudden, it's like boom, done. It'll let you speed the video up in certain places, slow it down in certain places. Put the fucking, and then you can put your little fucking. You can put, if you like this, see more at, and you can put you put everything you can put on there. But it allows you to cut them and put a little music to them and blah, 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 and it's and then you just put them out the door, man.
Can you put links on that? On your TikTok?
What the fuck can you do? I don't know if you can put them in the fucking. I'm not sure if you can put them in the. You can put them. I think it might be like. You know what? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% fucking sure. I'm really not.
Because I'm trying to make sure that's not like Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the difference is TikTok and fucking Clapper, bro, are fucking, they're hot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they're fucking hot, bro. And so it's one of those, and it takes no time to put the shit out there. And the thing with the fucking TikTok is you can post on TikTok. Now you have a
to get viral is on TikTok.
Wait, say I didn't catch the first part, but the now you have a cut 60-second
you guys out?
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Whatever's coming out, it's not coming out in a full bit, so I can't catch everything you're saying.
Yeah, I think there might be a storm where you're at or something because your internet is being.
Is there a lot of you guys on TikTok?
You asked the question about TikTok, but I don't know what the question is. What I can tell you is by doing TikTok, you get a 60-second video that now you can put up everywhere.
But is it like Instagram where you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, what he's saying is on TikTok, you can make that video and then put it on Twitter, put it on Instagram,
put it on
Facebook.
You understand what I'm saying?
So
and it will add the music. Yeah, you can add the music and make it fucking cool, and you don't have to use anything else.
I think, Ben, you might need to turn off your camera just to clean up your bandwidth because you're coming through roboted.
You could. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I'm teasing you, Anthony.
Are you fucking son of a bitch? He has such an intelligent voice. You believe him when he says shit. You're like, oh, this guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Let me turn my camera off.
And are you still there? Are you?
He's probably frustrated as fuck. That's a frustrating thing. It's probably like every fucking time I go to talk, nothing comes out, and then they fucking laugh at me, motherfuckers. Yeah. Look, he looks like I'm getting my bandwidth up.
All right, let me know if that helps.
And it seems like it has. Fucking blue, fucking goddamn.
Sorry, Figaro. You said, "Hey, I didn't think of that." It's like, yeah, we know.
Thanks, Blue. Thanks.
Can you hear all right, Ben?
Friends like these guys.
I also did a cover for these guys. If anybody's interested, once you guys get the dress on it, I'll go ahead and post it on Twitter and advertise it. But yeah, so it's variant cover plus print. Okay, sweet.
Nice. I think it's the third one is yours. Yeah, third one's yours.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, dude, I'm excited for this book. I think this book's gonna look badass. And
yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it hopefully coming out. It's a shame Ben can't give you the lowdown on the on what it's about.
Well, we played the video.
True.
But here's the deal: like, if it doesn't succeed, for any reason whatsoever, because you can't build interest or something like that, or you're not getting enough eyes on it, try again. Yeah, because you still have time.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. And also don't cancel this campaign because you can use all the people who are backing it now.
Correct.
Like send them an email saying, "Hey, look, the campaign was canceled, but we're relaunching on blah blah blah, and you can get all these backers back." Yeah,
right. Yeah, and then you offer them some type of exclusive. Look, those who backed it the first time, if you come back, we got this for you. Blah 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 blah.
And Max, have you heard of CG UK?
Yeah.
You need to get with Tommy Mark.
Tommy Mark. Yeah, I've watched his show a few times.
Well, you gotta get with him. You have to get.
I was fucking with him earlier. Yeah,
well, it's because it's his time zone. It's his time zone, so he needs to hang out with his time zone.
Yeah. And, also get on Bancroft's channel.
Bancroft.
Talk to Liam. See if Liam's got anybody going on.
You can hang out with the crazy Australian.
Yeah, I'm on it, man, don't worry.
Bancroft, you want to get on the Barton boys as well.
Yes. The Kozar dudes.
Yeah. So Preston, you're thinking about doing a fully painted.
I am actually.
We all
your stuff. I was like, I'm totally doing that. Yeah. In fact, for the next Doc Salem book, I might like dig you up to see if you want to do a short story.
But boy.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm for non-devils and also a book I'm working on with Adam. I'm going to be fully painting all that shit and
Fantastic.
doing that. You know, I'm
Dang.
what I do though, what I do is I go ahead and I do the sketch,
Yeah.
and then I scan the sketch in, print it out because I don't like destroying my sketches. Like I don't know if you've seen Rob Willis's Twitter, but like he likes to ink over his pencils.
Yeah.
And his kid came over there and started wanting to help him.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to. He successfully helped him. But
So
hey guys,
yeah.
I got to step aside for a second.
So
I'll
I'll sketch it out, ink it, scan the inks.
Exactly.
Then-
That's what I do.
then
So
I'll
I don't
print-
ink it.
print-
I just sketch it out and just scan the sketch and just print it out and paint over the sketch. You know?
Right. Do you
Except
like
for what I
darken it
did
up
for
on
you
a computer?
guys. What I did for you guys was I did the sketch, transferred the sketch to a canvas because I do that sometimes too, and then go ahead and paint the canvas. You know?
Right.
But there's always 2 pieces of art left over. So
Yeah, same.
you know,
How
you
do
can
you
sell one and
transfer it?
keep one, or
What do you use to transfer it to a canvas? Do you print it like a tattoo artist would print?
No,
Can
it's
you-
kind of like old school carbon paper where you take a big like a piece of graphite
What the fuck?
graphite stick, you just
Right.
rub it on the back and just do a rub.
Wow.
And then,
Damn. Okay.
yeah,
You
like
gotta-
when
you
we were in
gotta-
preschool.
You gotta show that technique one day. Hey man. Shit.
You never tried tracing your mother's signature onto a
I see what you're saying now.
But yeah, dude, I mean, there's always 2 pieces of art left over. Do you color over your original pencils inks whenever you do these pages?
No. I draw an ink, then I scan the inks and I print out the inks, and then I paint the printed version. But I usually have the original inks and the original painting.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good because you got 2 pieces. Like now people have a decision. They can be like, okay, well, I'll take the inks, I'll take
That's
the painted
it, yeah.
piece. Or, yeah.
Little extra.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I'm down with this. I like it. You know, and also I want you guys to be aware that Sim is putting together an anthology where he's asking for a couple of pages from everybody's book to add to it. Yeah.
He is.
I'm giving him a couple of pages of Doc Salem. Brian's giving him a couple of pages of the new 6-gun Gorilla to go ahead and put in there. So, I mean, it's almost like modern heavy metal, except to get the rest of the story, you actually have to go back to the original book.
Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. How many pages?
I don't know. I don't know how many it's going to end up being. Like, you know, I don't think that's a big deal either. Like just giving up a couple of pages, you know, for some advertisement. That way,
I think
can.
that's
Yeah, but that way people can sample everything, you know. And be
Right.
Like, oh, well, this God's hand isn't too bad. I think I'll try that.
Right.
God's hand in my life.
It's a cool idea, man.
Yeah, that is cool.
Well, Inkspots is getting really good with his color technique. He does digital colors. I would hope that he does what you guys do and do physical one day. I don't know if he does, but I think it's
Anthony,
like
did
Yo.
you say that Inchai comic guy like reviewed your book?
no, I didn't.
Yeah, don't watch that, dude.
Why?
No,
Why he ripped it?
he actually talked really good about it until he talked really bad about it.
Well, no, was it constructive? I mean, was it?
It was kind of. He said that he said he liked the book, he liked the characters, but for a New Orleans book, he expected more New Orleans scenery.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part. Yeah, I know, and I get part of that, but that was part of the idea too. Was that the Jean Lafitte is the character of New Orleans, right? And that's part of the issue all the time. You can go get, if you want that, you can go get who was that? Humberto Ramos and fucking what's his face is no, it was Scotty Young. Scotty Young and them did a book, a Marvel book that was Doctor Strange in New Orleans, and it had all of these scenes of Bourbon Street. It's like, that's fine, you can get all of that, but that's not New Orleans.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's the dialect, it's the attitude, it's the stuff that goes on and shit. But that's fair criticism. I think that's fair criticism.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't
give
too
it
bad. I asked him to review
No, I
Doc
get it.
Salem. I'm waiting to see what happens with that because I know it's going to be bad. I was like,
I don't
bring
think
it.
it shouldn't be. No, that's what I'm saying. No, but that's fair criticism. You know what I mean? If it's a legit crit, it's all it's good. You know what I mean?
I
You
like
can tell
watching
when
his
motherfuckers
channel.
going after your nuts and shit.
No, I totally get it. And I like his channel because he's pretty honest whenever he does and it doesn't matter. Like he doesn't show favoritism or anything like that. It's like, well, it's a good book, but they fucked this up. I mean, dude, you should see what he said about US Agent.
US Agent what am I?
US Assassin.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, what he said about that was, he said it's an extremely funny book, but it was never meant to be a funny book.
Damn, dude, that's all.
Who is this?
Inch High Comic Guy. I think the guy who wrote US Assassin is the same
Preston
guy
Poulter.
No. It's the same guy that wrote fucking Graveyard Shift with John
Poulter, right?
Yeah, but it's not Preston. It's not Preston. It's not that boy. But I don't think it's Poulter. I think it's Polton or something. It's
Polton. That's what it is.
It's not Poulter. It's Polton.
Yeah.
U.S. Assassin.
Yeah. And dude, like he's pretty on point with those criticisms. You know, like, and that's why I listen to him. You know, like he's not down in every book, but he's given really constructive criticism to the books. You know, he's not going to blow your ass up with butterflies. So, yeah.
What is this bitch's name? Mark Polton. That's
Mark Polton.
Preston Poulter. Completely different situation, man.
I apologize.
No, it's funny.
No. Well, I haven't bought any of John Malin's or Mark Polton's books, so
I haven't either. Well, no, I can't really say that. Like I did get Graveyard Shift, the last one. I haven't gotten it yet.
I did too. I haven't gotten it either. I wanted because I wanted to check it out. I wanted.
Me too. I heard Rob Willis was doing something in there. I heard who else was doing stuff in there? I heard like Malin hired a lot of people to do backup stories in it. So I want to see what's going on.
Oh, so y'all got his new campaign?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I didn't miss them. I just didn't buy the other. I'm not a vampire fan.
You bastard. Oh, you bought it. Oh, speaking of that, did you get Doc Salem?
Yeah. No, I haven't got it. So that motherfucker just made it. It's all the way up in Tennessee now.
Wait.
I could have drove to you
for about a week.
I could have drove to you and picked it up and came back.
Absolutely. No, it's going to be about a week in Tennessee, dude.
Yeah,
like I always, once it stops in Tennessee for some odd reason, it stays there.
Said that. That's weird. You said that last time, and I never paid attention to that.
Yeah, I'll get a message saying your book, like your package is shipped. I'm like, that motherfucker shipped 3 weeks ago. What the fuck is that? But it's just reshipping from Tennessee, right? So they have to send you another notice.
Oh, I know. It's no big deal. It's the USPS has clearly been failing the last couple months. So
yeah,
I blame it all
because they rearranged everything because of
they did
election. Yeah, and they haven't gotten themselves right since. Yeah,
but weird.
I think we're going to bring this to a close because I got to finish a painting. I'm doing the Swamp Festival up here in Louisiana.
The Swamp.
Nice.
Where's it at? Where's the Swamp Fest? Where's that?
Where's that at? Lacombe. Yeah.
Lacombe, huh? All right.
So it's going to be here. Put that on full screen.
That's cool, man.
It's my boy John Snyder and his hot rod.
Oh, Schneider.
I didn't know he lived up here, to be honest.
Did he, bro? Where he lives at? Up by you?
I heard he lives in Covington. Like he's gonna be the main guest over there. Somewhere up in there. I know. I'm trying to get him on here because that's actually for him.
I got it. You got to come pick it up.
Yeah, I was like,
hey, while you're here, why don't you just sit down?
Hey, talk. Don't mind the phone. Don't mind the phone. Now, what did you say about Hollywood? No, seriously, I'm trying to get him on here. It looks good, though. It looks good. I might do it. If not, I'll have to do a deep fake.
Possible you do that.
Max, you said you had a Twitter?
Yeah, man.
What is it? Real quick.
It is
Dun, 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 dun.
M Headshroom, isn't it?
Yeah, Emma Shroom, yeah.
Another thing too, when you guys do these streams, make sure to put your Twitter tagline in your name. So when it says Max Headroom, it also says @ and it'll have your
Yeah.
Twitter. That
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
Gotcha now, bro.
Yeah, like Ben,
Yeah.
Nikki, the Pipe, and I.
That way, yeah, because not
You
like
other two
Figaro.
lazy
Figaro's, I don't know, he's stuck in the 70s or some shit.
Hey, man, come on now, man. Don't fucking knock it, bro.
Does things his own way, but it works for him.
Exactly, man.
Plays by his own rules, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just yeah, because it'll bring people to your Twitter, and you want to, like I said, I know you guys haven't paid much attention to Twitter, but I'm telling you, even though there's a lot of shit on there,
We need to
it's
start,
the best platform to
Starting
go ahead and
yesterday.
advertise.
Nah, man, I totally get you. We agree. We've been talking about it for fucking ages. We just avoided it.
Let me ask you this question. So you haven't really been on Twitter.
The thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. The thing is, I'm a aggressive asshole when I'm arguing, and so I've been really careful about going into Twitter because I don't want that side of me. I don't want that Mr. Hyde to get out. I gotta keep it strictly Dr. Jekyll, but I'm ready to do it.
The cool thing is though, but when you go on there now, because you haven't been on there, you get to choose who you follow, right? It's not, you know what I'm saying? That was what was cool with me. I didn't deal with as much of the bullshit because I wasn't on Twitter. When I got on there, I just started fucking with Comicsgate people. So it's like, you know what I mean? You're not following you don't have to follow these fucking retards who are saying all this fucking dumb shit. If you want to, like Preston said, if you want to go over there and you want to go find this shit, you can find it all day long. But there's
I don't engage with anybody unless I absolutely positively have to. And I'll engage with them. But otherwise, if somebody calls me out, I've had people put my picture up on Twitter and say I'm coming for you and stupid shit like that. Right. I'm not being baited into that trap, dude. I'm just not, because you know what? One comment turns into I wasted a day.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, dude. I fucking Anthony.
But it's 9 o'clock there, man. What are you yawning like that?
The good thing about that though is that both of you motherfuckers are in 2 different time zones, so y'all can hit 2 different types of shows. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true too, man.
Oh, shit.
Hey, who's got the hound?
Oh shit,
the hounds of hell. All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, we can actually use that to our advantage.
Yeah,
100%, man.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Brian.
Brian.